Good evening. Welcome back to the Crisler Center here in Ann Arbor. We have our final night of the Intramural Championships coming up tonight. For basketball, we're going to have first up our matchup is going to be the women's, and then we're going to have our co-rec championship as well tonight. Talon, it's been a great season so far. We've had a couple good championship nights tonight, but our first matchup tonight is going to be between the Ball and Baddies in blue and Balls in maize. We'll go through the lineups here. In blue for the Ball and Baddies, we're going to have Morgan Tagey, Ariel Weifrick, number 8, number 7 for Morgan Tague, number 5 for Skylar, number 3 for Sophia Borowski, number 10, Maggie Scott, number 6, Deirdre McKinney, number 4, Abby, and number 9, Abby Halibus. So 2 Abbies. Going to have to keep that straight. In maize, we're going to have Balls, number 12, Sophia Salinas, number 9, Ava Sierras, number 2, Yana Bakritz, number 6, Avery, number 8, Lily Gleason, number 3, Lydia Carlson, and number 0, Addison Simpson. Talon, we're going to have a great matchup tonight. What do you think these teams are going to do in order to succeed and win a championship?
Well, one of the biggest things that I think that Ball and Baddies have done all year long is they have outscored their opponents from the three-point line. Be looking for Morgan Tagey. She has been shooting lights out this season. I mean, one game she even dropped 15 threes. And this is not uncommon for her either, because during her freshman year, she was a big part of why they were able to score 102 points in one of their first games there. So look for her to really make an offensive presence as we go. Over on the other side, for the Mays side, for Balls, though, we have multiple people who are able to play down in the post and who are able to get that kick-in, kick-out style. And so they're much more of a spread the ball type offense. So look for them to try to push and to tire out the Ball and Baddies. But we'll see how that rolls here going into this first half.
Definitely should be an exciting matchup tonight as the teams get set for opening tip-off. Ball's going to be tipped off by our referee, Pablo Rodriguez, explaining the captains which basket they're going for. As we get set for the Women's Intramural Basketball Championship, ball is up. Tip-off won by Ball and Baddies.
Great. Morgan Tagey is taking it up the court. Looks to kick out to the wing. A little bit of almost a turnover there, but being able to be resecured there. Brings it up to number 5, Skylar, up at the top. Looking to find somebody. Passes it down to Abby, Abby, and then kicks it back up. Missed a little bit long on that layup, but Balls is able to secure the rebound and run it back down the court.
Yeah, good swing, good ball movement there. Got a decent-looking shot, just not quite able to get it to fall. You can hear the fans in the background. They're cheering. A turnover there. Pace will be pushed up by Ball and Baddies. Looking to move it around.
Perfect there. And running back up to the top, Morgan Tagey passes the ball. Looking to do a lot of dribble handoffs here. But looking, again, just staying outside behind that three-point line. That's been something that they've been living off to behind this year. Now, one thing to note, Ben, is that this three-point line is the college three-point line. And most of the season, both teams have been playing at the Intramural Sports Building, where the three-point line is the high school line. And so this will be an interesting thing there as Skylar is fouled there as she goes up for the basket, sending her to the line to shoot 2 free throws. But one thing that's going to be interesting is to find out how these teams are able to adjust, because that three-point line is a whole foot back further than it normally is.
And something else is the sight lines. We've seen really, I'm just going to say, abysmal three-point shooting so far in these championship games. Teams very poor. So we'll see if Ball and Baddies, maybe they change their game plan. Maybe so far we've seen a couple inside shots, a couple inside looks. See if they stick with that as opposed to trying to live beyond the arc.
Definitely, as Skylar makes her first free throw and her second there, opening up the first 2 points of the game there for Ball and Baddies. So let's see how Balls is able to respond after this.
You hear the crowd in the background. Really cool to see that they've brought some fans, and there'll be a nice crowd here looking to distract their opponents. But drive inside, able to get the own rebound? No, not quite. Good drive inside there by Lily Gleason, just not quite able to finish or get the rebound.
And a great physical play there by Ball and Baddies to make sure that they secured that rebound. Number 3, Sophia Borowski, kind of leaving it short just a little bit there. Number 8 for Balls, Lily Gleason. They're looking like most of the offense is running through her, looking like she's commanding everything as they go down. She definitely has a height advantage here. So let's see if she'll be able to use that going forward.
And Sophia, number 12, she's fouled. One of a quadruplet, according to her. So she will be the left-handed shooting freshman, makes the first free throw.
And that's kind of cool. I don't get to see very many quadruplets in my life, I will say, Ben. So that's a very unique a unique situation here. I wonder if all 4 of them could play basketball team, because then you'd only need one extra person. There, she makes the second free throw, but then you only need one extra person for your team, and so like, who do you find who's that one extra person, or are you just too stacked because you're all the same person? So
could be interesting. Maybe get into some shenanigans with subbing in and out. Coaches and refs don't know. Switch at halftime sort of situation, maybe.
Exactly. See, who's the left-handed one? Who's the non-left-handed one? Or is that hereditary too? I want to know that too. So we'll have to confer with Sophia there afterwards. But as she's there at the top of the key, looking to drive to the left here, playing a little bit of ISO game, trying to get that ball around, kicks it out of bounds. Blue ball on the baseline.
Great defense there by Skylar, getting up over the screen, pressing and putting a little bit too much pressure and forcing a good turnover.
Morgan Tiggy bringing it up to court. Now, as according to her on the listed roster, she is 6'7", and so that is quite the height to be able to have as she passes it out. Ball's able to secure that rebound, dribbles down, tipped out of bounds there by Ball and Baddies, but will remain with balls there. Some substitutions are made for both teams.
Yeah, definitely both teams have a couple substitutions on the bench looking to keep their players fresh. However, a little deeper bench for the Ball and Baddies. They have 3 subs, only 1 sub for Balls. So we'll see how that factors later into the game when fatigue come in. 3 ball taken, just short. Honestly, for the first 3 of the game, pretty good. We've seen a lot of air balls.
Definitely, especially that adjustment there as Morgan makes a great basket there, leading up off the glass with some English there. Great extra 2 points for her. Scores now 4-2, Ball and Baddies up by 2. Ben, one of the things that I think is going to be interesting in this game, left a little bit long there, hard off the glass there for Balls, but Ball and Baddies able to secure that rebound, kicking it out to Morgan. Deep 3, off the bank and in! That's it. Our second first 3-point attempt there from Ball and Baddies, and Morgan's able to make them pay for that one. That's what she's been doing all year long, Ben, and that's been amazing to see that first one go in. That's got to be a big confidence boost for her.
Yeah, exactly. Looking to drive inside. Lydia trying to get a little bit of momentum. She passes it off, goes for the shot, and called for the travel is number 6, Avery from Menlo Park, California. She broke her toe on a ping pong table once, and her feet got a little tangled up there and accidentally traveled.
You have to wonder if that might be a little bit of a problematic as she's going here into the championship game. I mean, all the extra toes and everything else can make a really big difference. As another 3 is on its way, left a little short. Tried to get her own rebound there, number 8, Ariel Weifretz, as she gets back on defense here.
Yeah, only point scorer for Balls so far is Sophia. She drives inside, kicks it out, ball stolen away.
Morgan there with a great front on that much larger number 8 Lily Gleason, so she was able to really get that steal.
Morgan with the hot hand from 3. Ooh. Won't go, but a good rebound by Abby. She gets it up, and the and one. Count it, and the bucket.
Man.
Sorry, that was not Abby. That was Skylar, but fantastic shot there.
Definitely. Way to cut in and get that. I mean, first off, Ball and Baddies is able to get the rebound and then able to find the cutter, dashing there to the basket as she was able to make that up and go up for the harm on that shot.
Skylar from the free throw line. That goes in. Her favorite player is Steph Curry, and with the smooth shot like that off at the free throw line, definitely could see a little bit of a resemblance there.
Definitely, definitely. And especially, Ball and Baddies has been great from the free throw line. I mean, they are 3 for 3 tonight. That has been something that we've noticed in past games, especially in Crisler here with the depth perception of having kind of just an infinite amount of seats behind those backboards that shooting those free throws can look a little hard. That shot is in and out from number 3, Lydia Carlson, out of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan.
Ball and Baddies definitely pushing the pace. They get the ball up quickly after the rebounds. A lot of movement as well you see off ball.
Good pass inside. Great dribble penetration, able to get to that wing position there. Pass back out to the outside here for Ball and Baddies. Let's see if they're able to do something with that. Now, Ben, to note that we do not have a shot clock here. in intramural basketball. Each half is a 22-minute running clock half, except for the last 2 minutes of the game, and only if the game is within 10 points there, as Ballin Valley is able to make another 2-point play, giving their lead to 2-10, 12-2 for Ballin Baddies.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen a really good offense from Ballin Baddies. They've kind of just, they get the ball down there and they dribble around, spend a lot of time getting a good shot. Another drive inside by Sophia. She's got the only 4 points, 4 balls so far. She's been playing really well. 3, and there's our first air ball of the night.
There we go. That's the usual shooting that we're used to here in Crisler, but kudos to both teams for being able to really put the heat on here from a further distance. And let's see if they're able to shake that one off and get back to their shooting, their hot shooting that they were seeing earlier.
For sure.
Lily Gleason was calling for the ball down low, trying to use her height here to an advantage.
3 on the way. Just short. Oh, that was a really close one. You would have liked to see that one fall, maybe get a little bit of momentum for balls here.
Sophia Borowski trying to go coast to coast with it. Gets stopped here by balls, and as there gets another fast break opportunity there. And 2 shots as both of those layups were left a little bit long.
Yeah, maybe just a little too much adrenaline here in Crisler. Good steal on defense, but not quite able. And a nice find by number 9 there, Abby Halabis. That's Abby with an EY. Nice find to get the open look and an easy 2 points.
And Abby with an EY. I mean, hey, that was a very great unselfish basketball play right there, making sure that her teammate is going to get the point and letting herself get that assist.
Yeah, really good. Nice drive inside. Not quite able to make the shot fall, but will get fouled as Lily Gleason. She apparently one time had 15 offensive rebounds in 1 possession.
That is crazy. I can't tell if that's her trying to put the ball back up in the rim and missing every single time, or maybe it was her getting the rebound, passing it out, and then her teammates missing, and then she just kept getting those rebounds there. So, but will we find that out?
Either way, shows a real passion for getting low, getting dirty, working hard. She's kind of been the one near the offensive glass a lot so far, so we'll see if she's able to get more offensive rebounds, get some second chance points for her team.
Definitely. Second shot is up and in there. Was able to make an adjustment for missing the first one there. Lily Gleason now with 1 point. Her favorite player, and shout out Yaxel Lendenborg if you're watching this on the stream. In any sense, thank you for coming out last night and also for supporting everybody else, supporting your fellow Michigan Wolverines and champions as we all are.
Maggie just dribbles it out of bounds, pushing the pace, moving quickly. Is balls, a 3 ball on the way, just short. Again, maybe that slightly longer 3-point line still messing with players. We've seen a lot of threes come up just off that front iron.
That's going to be something, especially going into the second half as number 9 there, Ava Sierra is able to get a great steal and a great finish there. Getting that to a 7-14 lead there for Baddies. Baddies' lead is only up by 7 now.
Able to get the finish as well that time. She had a steal earlier and was not quite able to run the floor and get the finish.
Definitely fed down low there. Ballin Baddies trying to make something happen. Fouled there by number 2, Yana Beckreitz out of Chicago for balls there. But that'll send number 3, Sophia Borowski, to the line.
Yeah, apparently shoots 100% from the floor, not counting the shots she misses. So playing really well and can dunk when no one is watching. So we'll let you know if we hear sounds of a dunk. But excited to see a dunk later on. Maybe if the audience agrees to close their eyes, we'll see something special.
Definitely. That's been something that, hey, that's a really special highlight. Getting a dunk here in Crisler, that is true. And maybe she'll be able to do it. Who knows?
I think we saw one last night, but has not seen a ton of dunks here. Not quite like the Michigan Wolverines when they play.
Definitely. Balls come up, able to get on the floor there. Ballin Baddies able to kick it out. Morgan Tigas there with another 3. She is now 2 for 3 attempts. Man, Ballin Baddies are on fire here, bringing up their lead now to 12, 19-7.
Yeah, just a little bit of sloppy ball handling up top. Not able to get it back. Jump ball will be called. It'll stay with the balls, but just a little bit of a miscommunication maybe on the pass, who's going to get the ball, and they were able to inbound in here. See if they can kind of feel they need some points on this possession to stop the bleeding.
Definitely there. Almost a travel there by number 12, Sofia Salinas, but she's able to kick it out to her teammate there, Ava Sierras. Steal there by Ball and Baddies as she drills down, trying to go coast to coast, up and in. Great layup. I mean, well contested there, but she had her teammates there to clean that up if that would have gone awry, but she didn't need it.
Really good steal and running all the way up the floor to finish by Ball and Baddies.
Sofia Salinas calling point, trying to get her teammates going here. Turned around jumper left a little bit short. A lot of it short, actually.
Ball and Baddies have been playing like a team that's looking to score 100 points in the championship so far.
Definitely here. Though with the way that they're being able to shoot here early on, and with that basket going in too, they're almost a quarter of the way there, Ben.
Exactly. It's just been really good cuts. That's another off-ball cut, another good find on the pass. It's been really just sort of a clinical basketball experience so far watching the Ball and Baddies on both ends of the court as well. Their defense, they're swarming to the ball. Not able to get the ball to roll, but Lily Gleason is fouled again. Maybe need to see her just sort of try to take over and play some bully ball down low, force the Ball and Baddies to double or triple her, and maybe she can get some open looks for a team out in the three-point line.
Definitely. And there haven't been very many bad looks, I will say, from both teams. Nobody's taken any like super contested shots or anything like that unless they're getting fouled. And so that's a good thing to see for both teams. I'm sure that both coaches are going to be very, very much excited about that headed into halftime as well.
Yeah, both teams, they're taking good looks, and Balls have had some good looks. They just haven't quite been able to knock down the shots that they want to. We see that Lily subs out, gets a little bit of rest. But, yeah, just 0 for 4 from the three-point line versus 2 for 5 for Ball and Baddies. So they've been a little bit more clinical with their shots just in terms of making them.
Definitely. Here's Ball and Baddies getting some great paint touches, kicking it back out. Morgan decides to pass up the three, drives inside. Great layup with some English and a kiss off the glass there. Morgan adds another 2 points to her stat sheet.
Puts her up to 10, first double-digit point player of the night.
Kick down to the outside, three on its way, and cash there for number 9, Ava Sierras. Great step back out of Phoenix, Arizona. Three-sport athlete. She was known for playing basketball, volleyball, and one other sport that is not listed here, but not knowing, so one other sport to be found out. But she obviously is doing great things for everything there, so.
Maybe we'll find out at halftime if during one of our player interviews. Big three there, drives inside, blocked, kicks it back out, but able to be taken away by Ball and Baddies, looking to push the pace.
Pass out, great unshelvous basketball there. Again, way to draw the crowd, way to draw the defense, and then kick to that open player there on those fast break layups opportunities.
Lead now 27-11 in favor of Ball and Baddies in blue.
Trying to get something to work there. Ava Sierra's coming around the corner, kicked back out to number 3, left a little short, and that will go to Ball and Baddies as subs come back in. Lily Gleason did not stay on that bench very long. She is right back in here, hoping to make her impact on the game.
Yeah, it's been just a little difficult. Seems like the Ball and Baddies are just getting everything to fall, especially under the rim. They've had a couple of good fast break opportunities. But even you see them setting up their half-court offense, just a lot of movement. An open three just misses, and a good rebound there by Lily Gleason.
Great box out by her, too. That was definitely something that Ball and Baddies was trying to get down there and get that ball, but she made sure to seal them out, making sure that she was the only one who was going to get that rebound. Kicking it back down to her, trying to do some work down in the post, kicks it up and in. Great little hook shot from the side.
Just a great shot there. She's been working hard. She's running all the way from basket to basket. You see now she's playing defense under the rim. Looks like the balls are in just a little bit of a zone maybe.
And this is a great switch-up look. I mean, especially with how Ball and Baddies has been able to shoot and to be able to make some of those baskets down low. I don't hate it, especially now as there just comes a turnout out of it. Sierra getting down the court. Nice layup. Easy 2 points for her, as we've seen her do that twice now today.
Yeah, a couple of good steals for Sierra. Shout out to her mom. It was her birthday yesterday, and quote, woot woot. Can add the raise the roof special effects here. And also shout out to her grandpa, who never missed a game in high school. So she obviously has some experience playing basketball. See if she's able to take home a championship tonight. Gonna need a comeback effort, though. Down 12, 4 minutes left to go in the first.
Definitely, Ben. And this is something that, I mean, don't count them out just yet. Balls can do some great things, especially only being down 12 right now. That may seem like a lot, but with how well both these teams are shooting, that is not a problem as Morgan Tiggy drains another three. Her fourth three-point attempt, 3 points made, 9 of her 13 points coming from behind the arc.
3 for 4 from the three is something that we have not even seen anything close to today.
Some games we don't even see 3 made threes.
Yeah, definitely not, especially not by one player. I don't think we saw one of those last night.
No. Their ball and baddies bringing the ball up. Crowd is getting into it, trying to cheer their team on. Foul on the ground. I take that back. Foul in the act of shooting. So number 9, Abby EY Halibis will go to the line to shoot 2.
6 feet 9 inches. Let's see if she can make some of her 3 throws tonight. Makes the first.
And when Abby EY, when she was asked about her favorite player, she wanted to shout out Morgan Tagui. I mean, hey, with how well that Morgan Tagui's been playing today, I can definitely see why she's her favorite player.
Makes sense. That won't also fall. Free throw shooting has been really quite good today. 7 for 7 for the ball and baddies and 4 for 6 for balls.
Great turnaround. Great job there by Lily Gleason, able to wrap around, getting past the ball and baddies there on the post, and able to make that basket look way too easy for this championship game.
She's been playing really well. It seems like she knows that she's going to have to use her size to have a little bit more. She's got a little bit more size than a lot of other players on the court, and definitely wants to look to work down low and get a couple easy close shots to the rim.
Definitely here is number 6. Deidre McElhenney goes to the line to shoot 2, makes her first one there, bring the lead 33-17 for ball and baddies. Subs for both teams come in.
It's just felt like every time balls, you think they make a basket, but you look up and the ball and baddies has made 2.
Exactly. And that's been something that, I mean, if you're going to get back in this game, you'll need to get some stops and string together some stops in a row here on defense.
Yeah, for sure. Good move up there up top.
2
2
feet
ball,
out.
just short. I'll be able to get it.
Ariel trying to push the pace a little bit here from a big perspective here. Morgan Tagui looking to enter the ball, kicks it back up to the top of the key here. Now you'll see Balls is back in that back in their man-to-man defense, left that zone behind. Offensive rebound there, kick back up, and another 2-point basket there for number 6. Deidre McElhenney. Man, that name's a mouthful.
Yeah, just not something that Balls can afford to have is giving up offensive rebounds with how well the ball and baddies are shooting, getting them to miss a shot. It seems like doesn't happen very often, and so you got to work on it. Lily, shot, able to get her own rebound. That won't go.
And another one. That is, add that to the stat sheet there. Not quite 15, but hey, we're on track there for Abby right there.
Just over the head of number 3, Sophia. Looks like ball and baddies, they might want to let this clock go down a little bit. Get the last shot of the half. Let's see to get under 10 seconds here. They do have a timeout. It doesn't look like they're going to use it. But getting the ball in the hands of the elite shooter, Morgan. She passes it off. Drive inside. Blocking foul is called. It'll just be a foul on the floor. The clock will run out. So with the running clock, the foul will count, but that'll be the end of the first half. So, Talon, we saw first half of ball and baddies kind of just doing everything they wanted on offense. 36 points, up by 17 against Balls with only 19. What do Balls need to do in this second half? What adjustments do they need to make to come out firing?
Yeah, definitely. Balls really just needs to get stops on defense. I mean, ball and baddies have been doing prolific work down there in the paint, where Balls has usually been good from, at least defensively, this entire year. Make them shoot the 3. I mean, ball and baddies has been shooting the 3 really, really well, but if you can lock down Morgan and then stop everybody else from getting in the paint, I think that you can have a very good chance of getting back into this game, especially with how well that they've they've been able to share the ball around and get that ball movement on their offense there. However, Ballin Baddies, I mean, everything is falling for them right now. They are doing everything right, and they're able to score well on this. Obviously, the 36 points show that on a 22-minute clock. They're scoring more than a point a minute here with this game, and that is something very impressive, especially with that running clock here.
Yeah, it's really been something special to watch. Their team jumped 102 points freshman year. Not quite at that level yet. We'll see if they'll get there. It'll be a tall order in the second half. But we'll be back with a player interview in a couple minutes. We're live from the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor. We'll be back after a quick break. Good evening and welcome back to the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor. We have our Women's Intramural Championship going on right now. We have the Ball and Baddies with 36 points in blue up against Balls in maize with 19. Baddies, much better free throw shooting than anything we saw in the first 3 games. Closer to 50% in those games. She knocks down both. So trade in 2-point possessions for both teams. Ball's able to utilize Lily. Seems like she's been really one of their star players, just getting inside, getting deep in the paint, and getting shots up. Close to 5 seconds, moving it around there.
Passing it down low, tipped out of bounds. Will stay here with Ball and Baddies, though.
Good defense by Lily, just knocking it out of bounds, putting a little bit of pressure on him. And that's something you can't have, is just sneaks away and gets an easy lay up and in is number 6, Deirdre McKelney.
Brings their lead back up to 19 points here.
And
fouled while going up, number 12, Sofia Salinas. We'll see if she's able to make these 2 free throws.
She's a shifty player, and she's left-handed, so she's able to get a little bit of a different angle to the basket. Always sometimes something that lefties can utilize is they go left, and players sort of expect that they're going to go right. So we'll see if Ball and Baddies is wise to that, and they're able to kind of shift, make her try to use her right hand.
First free throw is a little bit long, rims out. There before Sophia.
Something to note here, she makes the second one. Apparently all of Balls is freshmen, so some of their, could just be a little bit of nerves here from the Crisler Center for the first time. A little bit first time in the IM Championship. That 3 ball is long. Smiling about it is Abby with an EY. Drives inside, nice layup off the glass. Avery can tie a cherry stem with her tongue.
That's a kind of cool fact.
Yeah, I've always been impressed I wonder who originally thought of that, but that is an impressive skill.
Definitely. The dexterity that takes is definitely a lot more than I have, I'll tell you that much. There is another easy basket there for Ball and Baddies. Number 9, Abby EY, able to make that go through. Great ball mover from them. Way to insert low on the post and be able to make that happen from there.
And a great find on the pass as well. I mean, just, unfortunate turnover.
But just kind of dribbled away from her, and that was an easy pick up there for Ball and Baddies to get that poked out.
And we've seen this, and a nice lay up and in. Bench is getting hyped for number 5, Skylar.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, Ben, most of balls is a freshman team. Oh, as that one rims out.
Rattles around and almost in.
But that gives this team very much hope. I mean, looking to see how they are now and where they can develop into. Most of Ball and Baddies are seniors, if not upperclassmen or graduated. And so this can give this should give Balls a significant amount of hope and bright positivity towards that future as well.
A little bit of floater, won't go. Yeah, definitely, if anything, Balls, they'll have some tape to watch and work on. As a Quick Trip not able to make it fall, though. We have seen Ball and Baddies, they've been pushing the court. If they get an defensive rebound, they'll try to get all the way down in transition. Lily not able to make the first one, gets the putback, not able to make the second one, and is fouled.
Man. Number 8 there, Lily Gleason. Probably wanted she'd have one of those back. Definitely, you can tell that she has some of these offensive rebound capabilities here. So not surprised that she was able to get 15 offensive rebounds in one possession.
Yes, up to 10 points for Lily. Up to 11 now. She's been playing quite well, but a lot of her points have come from the free throw stripe, and also all of them have come from down low.
Definitely. Well, especially with her height and such. I mean, she needs to take advantage of that even more, as she has already, but get that ball, get those tip-ins. That's her second free throw goes. Pure shot. Great job, again, for both teams. This is an impressive, it's a hard arena to shoot free throws in, and they're doing really well at it.
Definitely, especially if you don't have the experience shooting free throws in a big basketball arena like this. I know the sight lines are quite difficult.
Definitely. Great entry find. Another great pass around. Left a little short. Turnaround jumper. And shot is finally corralled there by Balls. Tossed out and then tipped around. Finally secured there by Sophia as she dribbles it up. Kicks it down to the corner. Number 3 kicking it back up to the free throw line. Out to the three-point line. Left a little short.
Again, another three-pointer left short. Want to see these players maybe just adjust a little bit more to this long three-point line and go a little harder. Nice find on the baseline by number 3, Sophia. Again, it's just that crisp passing. You see they go up to fake a shot, and there's always someone cutting backdoor they're able to pass the ball to. Just gets a wide open look. There's that 3 goes for Lydia.
Finally, that has got to be a confidence boost here for Balls. I mean, that was something that was much needed just to stop the bleeding here, as they're looking at a 17-point lead right here.
And something her grandparents got to watch in person. Also a shout out to her parents and her sisters. Lead goes back up to 19 as another layup is made by Ball and Baddies, and it's just started out the half as a 17-point lead. You wanted to see Balls cut into it, and it's actually extended.
Definitely. Sophia getting trapped, getting corralled in there, trying to get that ball to her teammate. Not able to corral it there. It was number 5.
4-on-1 developing. Fakes it over to Morgan for no good, and just not
a rare
miss
from her.
Rebound.
Especially uncontested. Left there. Balls able to get the rebound. That was a lucky break right there for them.
Yeah, it looks like Balls are just a little tired. They only have 1 sub, so they've pretty much all of them have been playing most of the game. Versus Ball and Baddies, they got a couple of eager players waiting to check in. They have 3 subs, so they're able to get a little more energy up.
Definitely. Here is Sierra is able to draw the foul there. Going up, will go to the line to shoot 2.
Out of Phoenix, Arizona, flag football state champion.
That's so cool. I wish we had flag football here in Michigan, Ben.
I believe my sources are telling me that we will have a club women's flag football team coming soon.
Whoa.
I believe it will be this fall. We
this
do
fall?
have intramural flag football as well, if anyone wants to sign up for that. We have men's, women's, and co-ed divisions. Those will be happening in the fall. But I believe we'll have a club team.
That'll be so cool. That's something that's, I mean, that's a dream right there, especially now as they've added it to the Olympics. I mean, it's great that it's getting kind of more headline and more press here, especially in Michigan, too. There is Ava commits a foul.
Yeah, just a little too aggressive wrapping around. Foul called there by Pablo.
One of our greatest officials of all time.
All of our officials are great, and we only have the cream of the crop here. Ball's inside. Morgan looking to shoot. Passes it off. Open shot. Not able to fall. Rebound tipped out by number 4, Abby Noe from Kingston, Michigan. She is a twin, so we have a twin and a quadruplet on the court on opposing teams. Speaking of the quadruplet, here's Sophia. Dribbles, passes it around.
Trying to feed low into that post. Great ability to keep that ball from coming back down. Ball is getting poked out from behind, though, number 3. Ava Sierra's on the fast break opportunity, taking it up against Morgan. Trying to see what she can do with it. Left up a little bit short, but rebound corralled there. But passed right away. And another turnover. And a foul finally there. Number 3, Lydia Carlson will be going to the line to shoot 2.
That's the 5th team foul on the ball on Baddies. We play by college rules, so 7 fouls you're in the bonus. You'll be shooting 1-on-1s, and then 10 you'll be shooting double bonus. You'll get 2.
Okay, and one thing to note is Ball and Baddies does have 5 fouls so far, so that is something that Balls should be concerned about. Should be thinking about maybe trying to take advantage of that as well.
And they're shooting quite well from the free throw line. 11 for 15. 12 for 16.
Banked it in.
So well done. Hey, I mean, no harm, no foul.
If it goes in, it goes in. Morgan Tagee coming up the court, trying to pass it off.
It does feel like Morgan's due for a three-pointer. She hasn't taken
she's
one
been really
in a while.
quiet this second half.
Good pass, but not able to make the shot. Looking to push the pace is Balls. Now slows it down, gives it up to Sophia.
Sophia bringing it over. Now, reminder that she is left-handed, so her being on that right wing is a little uncomfortable for most left-handed players, but she's doing a really good job. Kicks it back up to the top. Number 2, Yana Bakritz there, running the ball a little bit. Kicks it back out. Nice long 3. Left well short. Will be Ball and Baddies there on the baseline.
One thing to note, ball went into Lily, immediately doubled. So there's gonna be those open looks out on the three-point line. Just gotta knock them down. Here's Morgan. There's the 3 she's been waiting for, and nothing
and there
but
she makes
net.
it.
Stylish pink shoes and just a smooth little jump shot.
4 for 6. She is playing out of her mind again here in Crisler. Champions have made it to come out tonight. I'm sure that she's going to be proud of her performance so far.
Most teams last night didn't have 4 threes as a team. As a great drive and 1, count it, for Lily. She missed the first one, gets the rebound, and just big bodies it up into the basket. So we approach 10 minutes left, Talon. We see it's 51-34. Lily's got 14 points with a chance to get to 15.
Shot is good. There brings us down now to a 16-point lead there for Ball and Baddies. Balls really needs to start putting it on right now if they're putting their foot to the gas pedal if they want to stay in this game here. And that is going to be the one thing that's going to help them right there, making sure that ball gets out, gets around, looking like they want to push a little bit. But I know they are tired. I mean, they have been getting subbed and getting ran around as
Sophia drains the 3. The lefty jumper is good. Great shot there by Sophia. Now the lead only 13, but driving down. No, not able to get the bucket to fall. Rebound. Got Sophia on the outlet. She'll go up against Morgan. No, slow it down. Really great harassing defense by Morgan. Just not. Sophia was open on the fast break. However, Balls was not quite able to corral it and throw it up quick enough, so she wasn't able to get that wide open look, and Morgan hustled back and had just lockdown defense.
Man, oh my goodness. Sophia, though, that was a ballsy move with her deep 3 there just a little bit ago. That was something that was, I mean, hey, much needed little pump of adrenaline there to the team that they've been looking for.
And another 3. Yana Bakritz, we have a 10-point game. You see the crowd is going wild. That brings them up 4 for 12 from 3. We'll see. It looks like Ball and Baddies, will they get rattled or will they settle in? Driving inside, kicking it out, goes back inside.
Going back to old reliable here, down the post, misses it, leaves it a little short. trying to corral and give a little bit of full court press here. Sophia kicks it all the way down for number 2. Another 3 on the way. Left a little short.
But the offensive rebound. No fouls called.
With balls here on the baseline.
Woo! That was, see, if they can get another basket here, Talon, you said that they needed to be in that 8 to 10 point mark with 10 minutes left. We're down to 7:40 left in the game. 10-point game. Another 3. That one's well short.
Man, that was a little bit rough. First one was a little bit long. Second one significantly shorter here. However, Ball and Baddies looking to push. Turnover here, though, if they're able to secure it. Balls is number 2. Yana Bakri's able to corral that. Going all the way coast to coast. A lot of contact there, but no foul called. Bringing it back. Ball and Baddies able to make that rebound, get that ball back out.
Morgan sitting on the bench, so you have the feeling Balls needs to get a couple buckets here. Slowing it down, burn some time off the clock.
Good. Balls, as you can see, is playing a lot better now.
Foul's called on 6 for the reach. That'll be on Avery.
Thing to note now with fouls, Balls is in the bonus now, but they have 2 fouls, but they are in the bonus now as the next foul will put Ball and Baddies over that 7-mark foul limit.
And checking back into the game is Morgan. We'll see what sort of offensive spark she can bring. She drives inside, spin moves, and cuts a tough bucket. I mean, that's a shot you're okay with giving up. That's a tough shot contested. Doesn't matter. Morgan's making them.
Definitely, and Morgan's been key and crucial to Ball and Baddies' victory so far in this game, to their success. Sorry, that was the right word I was looking for. But to the success so far in this game. And we'll see as soon as she gets back on the court, it seems like things are kind of changing pace here.
Yeah, definitely, and just a little bit of a big run for Balls, but Ball and Baddies slowing the pace down, resetting, and looking like they're going to get some, trying to extend their lead back to the 17 points they had.
10 out, great feed inside. Pass again, kick to the outside. Number 5, 3 is on their way. Left a little short. Morgan with a rebound. Ball, though, is tipped around, knocked around. Finally there. Long tip out there. So I was trying to see what was happening at that point in time.
5-on-2 for Ball and Baddies. They go up. Reverse layup is good. Nice smooth shot there by number 3, Sophia. And now back up to a 14-point lead with 5 minutes left. Feels like Balls had a shot. They got it down to 10 and just not able to continue their run. Here's a 3. Won't go. Rebound, though. Got it back.
Passed around the top. Sent to number 3. Left a little short again. Man, those 2 miracle 3s earlier for Balls. And then another layup missed here. Passed outside. Shot is good off the glass. Bringing us back to a 57-41 lead here for Baddies. Timeout called by Balls. Man, just when you thought the tides were turning, Ball and Baddies was able to make their adjustments, make what needed to happen. But Ben, what do you think the rest of this game has in store for us?
I definitely think Balls, if they want a chance, they're going to have to start knocking down those 3s. So far, 4 for 16, just not the best. And they're also not able to get those rebounds. We've seen a lot of good rebounds by Ball and Baddies. However, they're just a little more fresh. We've seen the last couple of offensive, they're missing the shot, and Ball and Baddies are able to get up. And I've seen a 5-on-2, a 4-on-2, just able to rush back down the floor, get numbers the other way. And they're going to make a lot of shots and get a lot of points if they got more offensive players than defensive players, as you'd expect. But what do you think Balls should do what do they need to do this possession and then in the ensuing ones to get back in it?
Well, I think that it is all going to start here with this timeout. I think this timeout was mainly just to make sure that their players get a little bit of rest, get some water in their system, get things calmed back down, and then they need to start and just dig in just a little bit more. There's only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left of this game. They need to get it as close as they possibly can. Make some 3s. Keep shooting those 3s. I'm not hating any of these shots. Some of them are just being left a little bit short. And so hopefully they'll be able to get back in this game here really quickly.
A lot of the looks have been quite good, but they're just not able to find the bottom of the basket. Maybe Look for Sophia to take a couple more. She's 1 for 1. But you got to think some of them are going to start falling. I also think it's going to come down to a little bit of Lily Gleason getting inside and looking to put up shots. She's got the height advantage on a lot of players, and she's been playing really well so far. She's got the most points, 15 on her team, 6 more than the next most at Ava with 9. So I think it's really going to come down to can they make the threes, and then also can they defend and get the defensive rebounds.
Definitely. No, Ben. I think that's going to be something that, I mean, if Balls wants to stay in this game, they just need to crash. Just crash to the basket every time. I mean, Ball and Baddies has been able to get way too many offensive rebounds, and then crash on their own basket as well as on the other the other basket as well, making sure that they can see and try to get some of those offensive baskets. They've been able to get some of those rebounds recently, and so hopefully to hold on to that throughout this next little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said, a team of all freshmen versus a team of a lot of upperclassmen. Wonder if there's anything coming out with a little bit of experience, knowing you see the number 3, Sophia on Ball and Baddies, hyping up the crowd. Crowd getting loud for him. Ball will be inbounded here. Goes up to the Sophia on Balls. Wonder if she's going to look for a 3 here. Pass it inside to Lily, but tipped away and not the offensive possession you wanted to see there.
That's something that entry pass needs to come down lower. I mean, number 8, Lily Gleason, she's been getting tired here off her balls from in Mays. She's been working her butt off trying to get down low, trying to get those points for everybody. And again, another offensive rebound there, and that second follow-up shot. That's the killer one there, as that's able to be made.
Just a nightmare start out of the timeout, a turnover, and then giving up an offensive board leading to points.
Definitely. Sophia gets the ball poked away, diving on the floor. Both teams tie up. Is a jump ball. Will stay here with Balls. Man, everything seems to be going in the way of Ball and Baddies, but let's see what Balls is able to do here, trying to ensure that they can give their best here in the championship game here in Crisler.
I just think Ball and there's a foul on the floor, but they'll still be shooting free throws 1-1 incoming.
Now, something to note, Ben, that the clock will not stop within 2 minutes unless Balls is able to get within 10 points. If they're able to get 10 points or less. And right now, they're down 18, so they need to score 8 points really quick in order for them to even be able to stop the clock on these foul shots.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll see how this is able to go. Shooting free throws is Ava Sierras. She is, the best I am memory is driving to the games with some good pump-up music. I wonder if she's the DJ, and I wonder what song she's got in her head right now as she makes the first free throw, what song she's listening to in her head. That's something I help calms me down on the court, and I just wonder, playing in a big arena like this, if there's any extra nerves or stress.
Definitely, Ben. Second shot is on its way. Pure able to make both of those free throws. Let's see if Balls is able to string together a couple stops here as we're entering into the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the game.
Yeah, definitely need a couple stops and a couple quick baskets, but with no shot clock, Ball and Baddies can keep dribbling around, keep passing it around the perimeter. As we approach 2:15 left in the hands of the dangerous Morgan.
Morgan dribbling around, passing it off, handing it off at the top. Number 5 turned around, shot is up and good there for Skylar out of Troy, Michigan. Fun fact, she has 12 fingers.
Great.
It's kind of a cool thing to know.
Yeah, great pump fake there, getting her defender to jump and then knocking it down. Sophia, just great defense and another turnover. Looks like we're going to call a jump ball, but that will go with the Ball and Baddies. A minute 40 left to play, 61-43 in favor of Ball and Baddies. You can tell they're tasting victory. They feel really good about their chances right now. Looks like they're having fun. Not going to get to 100 points as they're all very proud of. They got to that in their first IM game. Probably not going to get there tonight, but just a stellar performance on both ends of the floor by them.
Definitely, Ben. And, I mean, that's something to be really proud of. I mean, 100 points. And now putting up 61 points is a tremendous accomplishment, especially in a championship game here at Crisler. Looks like there is a foul out here for I take that back. Never mind.
Ball just out of bounds. 61 points is the most points we've seen so far. Currently, the next most is 53 we saw in the men's competitive championship. As the layup just misses, but able to get her own board and swing it around. We'll have another jump ball. Clock will still roll. Again, not within 10 points, so the clock's just going to keep running.
Here, ball is just looking to inbound the ball here.
Would love to see them get a basket or two just to feel a little better. Again, these are freshmen. They have a long couple years ahead of them. Hopefully they're able to be back here next year and a couple years after that and eventually win those coveted Intramural Champions shirts. But that starts with maybe some aggression here. Go to Lily, and she knocks it in. Good to see her get a couple more points. She's been really good around near that glass. We go under 10 seconds. Ball and Baddies knows it's under 10 seconds. They're going to dribble it up. Crowd is cheering for them. They're smiling, laughing. The final horn sounds and celebration ensues for the Ball and Baddies. They win by a final score of 61-45. Just a dominant game from start to finish. They looked like the better team for most of that game. Just lethal on offense and stifling on defense.
By far, Ben. I mean, that was something that, Ball and Baddies, we knew going into this game that they were going to be able to shoot well and they were going to be able to score. But this was an outright amazing performance. Having players shoot, make multiple threes from behind the three-point arc. Morgan Tagui doing really, really well here. Ariel being able to play really well as well. Everybody contributed. Everyone was able to score. And everyone was able to make a big difference, especially when it came down to those defensive moments here.
Best shooting we saw by far. As a team, 9 for 9 from the free throw stripe. Much better than the next closest team by a long shot. 4 for 10 from 3 as well, much better. And just a really good job offensive rebounding as well. Even when they did miss, it felt like they were going to make one of them eventually. So just a really good all-around effort. But I do want to say Balls also played their hearts out. They only had one sub, and they were working really hard, just doing their best, especially Lily. She was working really hard. Sophia had a lot of dribble handling. Just really good effort. And again, they're all freshmen. So scary to see what this team will do in the future. Definitely can see a world in which they're back here next year.
100%, Ben. And I think they should leave here with their head held high. Hey, they were able to hold last year's champs and everybody else to stay accountable on that. And they will be putting in extra work. As they leave this court, that they can look down, they can feel it, that they want to be back here and they want to win this. And so you can tell that they will not go quietly. They will be putting in extra work here throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah. We will be back with the Co-Rec Championships here in a few minutes, live from the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor. We'll be back after a quick break. Good evening and welcome back to the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor. We'll have our co-rec championship here in a couple minutes for intramural basketball. But first, I want to tell you guys a story about one of the teams, D-Rob's Last Dance. This team has been the same team most of the entire, since their freshman year, and their captain had a special message he wanted us to read out loud on the broadcast. Says, as a diehard Michigan basketball fan, my favorite player growing up was and still is Duncan Robinson, who played in the mid to late 2010s for Michigan. In 2018, he was such a big fan that I ordered a Duncan Robinson Michigan jersey from China before NIL and player jerseys. And in 2018, I DM'd him a picture of the jersey and he actually responded. Fast forward to 2022-2023, they made their first intramural basketball team, and we decided to name it the Duncan Robinsons. Combination of Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' the basketball, and Duncan Robinson, of course. Now, most people call it D-Rob. That first year, they went on to win the co-rec IM basketball championships, one of the greatest experiences they've ever had at Michigan. Since then, their IM journey has spanned multiple sports, including 2 championships over the course of 4 years. First, soccer and futsal. D-Rob transformed into D-Wolves, a combination of the girls' soccer team She-Wolves and D-Rob. Also, they've had multiple years of D-Rob plays football too and D-Rob plays volleyball too. But most importantly, D-Rob has become so much more than just a set of IM sports teams. The D-Rob family has led them to make some of the greatest friendships and bonds in their life, and they're so thankful for the 50-plus people who've been a part of their journey. In a few weeks, they will host their third and potentially last D-Rob banquet, as many of them will be graduating or leaving Ann Arbor in the coming months. This is the first time they've reached the basketball finals since the very first semester of D-Rob, and nothing would feel more full circle, storybook ending than winning a championship at Crisler Center, the very court that Duncan Robinson once graced. Captain wants to thank all IM workers, refs, and students. We have no idea how much power the IM sports has meant to all of them, and they know that all of the work we put in is greatly appreciated by everyone at D-Rob. It's been a hell of a ride, and hopefully they can finish off the D-Rob dynasty with a dub. As an IM worker, it's a great honor for me to hear how much that we've impacted the lives of all students playing here. And to the people who are at home watching or thinking about signing up for intramural sports, I cannot recommend it enough. Some of my best friendships have come from intramural sports, and I mean, reading this makes it seem like the greatest friendships of this captain's life may have come as well. We'll be back shortly with the co-rec championship for basketball in a couple minutes between PSC and D-Rob's Last Dance in Mays. Should be a great matchup as we wrap up the intramural championships for the season. Live from the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor, we'll be back after a quick break. Good evening and welcome back to the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor. We have the co-rec championships coming up. It's going to be between PSC in blues and D-Rob's Last Dance in Mays. We'll go through the starting lineups here for tonight. For PSC in blue, we have number 5, Micah Dan. Number 12, Robert McKee. Number 10, Dylan George. Number 8, Jack Vandergook. Number 3, Michael Berry. Number 2, Michael Malley. Number 4, Michaela Boyle. Number 7, Nicholas Stathopoulos. Number 6, Owen Godley. And number 9, Sarah Gold. Over on D-Rob's Last Dance in Mays, we have number 4, Charles Mack. Number 2, Ayesha Chowdhury. Number 8, Charles Menser II. Number 10, Emma Moore. Number 12, Aaron Donnelly. Number 11, Jonathan Fay. Number 3, Mason Fisher. Number 1, Maya Mileski. Number 5, Noah Arsulowicz. Number 9, Nolan Fletcher. Number 6, Taylor Daniels. And number 7, William Fetzko. We have a great matchup here tonight. Both D-Rob's Last Dance 6-1, PSC 6-0. Talon, what do you expect to see tonight from both these teams?
Well, one of the things I think that's going to be really, really crucial in this game is how well that they're able to spread the ball. One of the biggest things that we've seen throughout this entire, through all of our championships is that the three-point line has moved a little bit back. So shooting hasn't been the best of all times, but it's really crucial for individuals to be able to know when to pass, when to get that ball down low, and then finally when they feed it back out to the outside, then they're able to make those threes. And so whatever team's able to shoot better will be the team that's truly able to win this game off of those assists and those passes.
Exactly. As we get set here for opening tip, ball will go to PSC. One thing to note, we have co-rec, so it has to be 3 of one gender and 2 of another. Either gender can have the majority, but just something to note here. Both teams have full rosters with plenty of subs, but we have had some teams in the regular season, they'll play down. As a good drive inside, not able to get the fall, but an offensive rebound there by number 2, Michael Malley. He passes it around. He's looking it up. Goes out to the corner. A little bit of a bigger size advantage for PSC. Driving inside on Charles Mack. Good stand-up defense. Ball off the high hands. Pressed there by Maya. She's got a big smile on her face as she plays in this IM championship game. Drive inside. Shot off the high glass. Won't go. And finally able to get possession of the ball. 45 seconds later is D-Rob's Last Dance.
Finally, man. I mean, that was a great offensive possession there from PSC. I mean, they just weren't able to score to end it off, but definitely were able to make sure that the ball moved around and able to make those good looks that they were looking for. There looked like there could be an offensive charge there, number 6 there for D-Rob's Last Dance. They're taking the charge, being willing to stand up for that. That's a great play right there.
Yeah, and here we see bringing it up the court, number 5, Noah. Big 3, won't go, but able to get his own rebound off the long rebound. Good screen there by Maya. Noah driving inside, gets the ball up. Not the basket, but he will get fouled, so he'll be shooting 2. One thing to keep in mind here is we'll see how free throws go. Last game in a women's game, we saw the best free throw shooting we've seen by far. We'll see if that continues in this match tonight. Noah taking the line first, looking for the first points of the game. Fans getting loud. He makes it. No problem. Not phased at all.
Definitely, and that's been something, hey, I mean, the teams that have been able to make their free throws have usually been the team that end up winning. So we'll see if that continues here with this championship game here for the co-rec competitive championships.
Both fall for Noah. Driving down the court now. Good move inside. Layup just a little too strong, but rebound got. 3-pointer on the way. Cash. Great job there by number 2, Michael Malley. Misses the layup, but good fight for the rebound and able to make the 3. Noah driving inside. Steps out of bounds on the baseline. Good body there by number 6, Owen Godley.
Here's Michael Malley, brings the ball up the court. Ben, that's been something that, I mean, this court is definitely a lot different than most of the games that we've played this year. Most of our games have been played in the Intramural Sports Building, where the three-point line is the high school three-point line, as well as the court is a little bit shorter there as number 10, I believe. Yes, number 10 there for PSC. Is able to drain that. Number 10, Dylan George. Well, actually, I don't know if that's Dylan George. I wonder if there's some jersey swaps around. So we'll have to find out who's on who right now after this, at our first break or at the half.
Charles inbounding it. Noah goes back to Charles. Now then a quick run. They got the first 2 points of the game, but a quick 7 points for PSC. We'll see what D-Rob can do to slow it down. Ball goes up to Noah. He's hit in the face. It's going to get the foul call. It's going to be on number 2, Mike O'Malley. Ball passed back. Thought about the shot. Drives inside. Layup is good. Great shot there by number 5. By number 5, Noah.
Number 10 here for PSC, dribbling up the court, surveying the court. Great shot selection there. Is able to get her own rebound too. Tries to pass it out. Noah's able to get that steal though, poking his hands right into the edge there. Great job. Noah, pump fake is up on its way. A little bit long here. PSC able to corral that rebound. Number 6 there, Owen Goodley. Owen decides to take a 3.
Pulls up for 3, won't go. Good box out there by Maya. Noah able to collect the rebound. Now bringing up the court is number 3, Mason Fisher. Sprained both ankles this season, so we'll see how he plays. So far, it looks like I see a brace on his right ankle and left ankle, so maybe those ankle sprains. We'll see how his mobility goes throughout this game.
Man, and I love how both teams here have been really aggressive, attacking the paint, trying to get those layups. There's been a lot of contact down low, but the refs just letting them play. I mean, I think that's a great, smart move, especially here for a championship game. Our refs are letting them have it, letting them do what they want to, but making sure that everything will be called fair here as we go.
Definitely.
Great pump fake. Left a little short there. Fight for the rebound. Looks like it's going to be a tie-up.
Jump ball is called.
Ball will go to Mays, D-Rob's last dance.
Big wholesale substitution for D-Rob. Only player staying on the court is number 5, Noah. He's been a linchpin to their offense so far, kind of running through him. I've saw some of D-Rob's earlier playoff games, and when Noah steps off the court, the offense does struggle.
Definitely, Ben. And I mean, hey, last night when he was playing in the men's competitive game, he was by far his team's best player. And so seeing him come back tonight, get a little bit of rest, hopefully he was able to get some good things. It's a great layup there from number 2, Mike O'Malley. That was quite a bit of English there for that reverse. That was amazing. Noah surveys the field, decides to pass it up, kicks over to the wing. Number 9, 3 on the way, left a little short again. Trying to see that three-point line is significantly further back now, so we want to make sure that.
We've seen a lot more threes short than long, or if they are long, it's sort of an overcorrection. You'll see some be way long.
Definitely. So we'll see. We'll see if both teams are able to make some of these adjustments here. Number 2, pump faking, trying to get by his man, kicks it back out. Number 10, nice pump fake, drives in, nice little 2-point jumper there from the wing. Could have been a 3-point from high school range, but since we're playing on college courts, that was not the case here.
Yeah, good drive inside to get 3. And we see Noah with the big 3. He has some experience on this court. That one, again, just a smooth shot right in. We'll see if PSE corrects to kind of play a little bit higher coverage on him. Nice
from
strip
the
as
low.
well.
Oh, my goodness. Noah's playing really, really well right now.
Ball
Making
goes up to him.
chances both on the defensive and on the offensive end. Looking like he tipped it back out to himself on that attempted pass out. Waiting to see as the corner there, number 2. Looks like a double dribble call on number 2. Juice will be turning back the other direction here for PSC. We're looking at a 4-point game here, Ben. 11-7. PSC is able to hold the lead just a little bit. We'll see what they're able to do with it.
Checking in to the game is number 7, William Fetzko.
Great player, we'll say. Have seen him throughout the years. Woo! Good 3 right there. Kicks PSC's points up to 14.
Was there something in the air last night, or maybe something in the air tonight? 3-pointing has been way better than it was last time, as Noah drains another one in the eye of his defender.
That's a Trey McKinney special right there. Nice step back from the elbow.
Teams are combined 50% from 3. Last night they were closer to a combined 20%.
Definitely. Oh, great find there on the baseline. D-Rob is definitely going to need to make sure that they get some stops here as a foul is called on number 2. Michael Malley there. So he was just a little bit too aggressive going after that ball.
Somebody note, that's his third personal foul already with 13 minutes left. It's what the stat sheet's telling me. Third personal foul, 14 fouls.
Yes, all their fouls.
For PSC. Something to note, if he gets 5, he's going to be watching from the bench.
Cross-court pass out. Handled there by number 7, D-Rob. Ooh, almost an overcourt. Noah able to make sense of that. Jump stops into the paint. Lost the ball. Corralled there by PSC.
Just playing maybe a little too solo. Looks to maybe pass that ball a little earlier, but just great crash defense by PSC to shut it down.
Definitely kicked up top. Kicked over, tipped. Ball will be staying here with PSC from the sidelines. Now, Ben, something for our viewers who, if you haven't been watching the earlier games, we are running on a 22-minute half running clock here, okay? So that means that no matter what happens, ball goes out of bounds, stoppage of time, the clock will not stop unless the teams use their 1 timeout that they have each half.
Settles into a 3 air ball. Saved. Just a great pass. Oh, my goodness. Great hustle there by number 8, Charles Metzer II, able to track that air ball down and chuck it back up for William to put it in.
Man, Charles Metzer can do a cartwheel. And that was looking pretty athletic there, I will say, as he's able to chase down some of those offensive rebounds. Noah making a steal there, going up, trying to get his fast break opportunity, able to get it off the glass. Great positioning, able to get all the way down. Defense at PSC lacking just a little bit as he's able to make that basket right there.
Down to a 1-point game. Noah harassing up top, goes over to Dylan. She drives inside. 3-pointer on the way, just short. Rebound long and able to be tracked down by number 7, Nicolas. Ball goes inside low. Reverse layup is good. Wow. Impressive shot there.
That was a great athletic move there by number 12, Robert McKee.
We see a lot of players waiting to check in. It's been a couple minutes now without a whistle. We'll see Noah loses it. 3 on the way. Won't go.
There, PSC trying to corral the ball, making sure to calm things down just a little bit. Kicks it back out to the top. Number 10 coming off to the side. Foul is there by yellow, number 8, Charlie Menser. That gives us a chance to check in all of our subs here. Looks like a mass substitution there for D-Rob as well as for PSE.
Yeah, first team foul of the half for D-Rob, so maybe just a little bit of a, hey, I'll try to go for a steal if I'm a little too aggressive. Not the end of the world. Let's get some subs in.
Definitely here.
PSC up 5 with the ball. Kick out, fakes the 3, drives inside. Another fake 3. Drives around, not able to get it to fall. But just a big rebound there by number 6, Owen Godley, able to put that ball away.
Owen went up right over the back of his own player there for that rebound, but made sure that nobody else was going to get that ball. And a great little finish there to make sure that they get that 2 points. Oh, 3, just a little long, tipped up, but corralled by PSE. They're going fast. They want to go fast. And that ball left just a little short. Foul there on the rebound, though. Taking a second, his bodies are able to get back up and tall. Looks like some people's faces were smacked around a little bit down there.
Foul on the floor on Jonathan Fay. Fun facts, he loves Duncan Robinson. Favorite player, Duncan Robinson. Best IM memory, hopefully meeting Duncan Robinson tonight. I don't know if that one's going to happen. And shout out to Duncan Robinson.
Ooh.
It's 2 quick fouls there for Jonathan. Looks like he might be taken out of the game by Noah.
Definitely. That was just kind of a crazy foul. I mean, just being able to stay straight up there. Though number 7 for PSE there was going hard, going crazy with it. Just not able to make it there. Whoa! A little bit too strong. Too much weight room on that one. Number 3, Michael Berry, shoots it well over the backboard.
But these fouls, I think he sort of felt the contact and knew that he just wanted to get a shot up to be able to shoot some free throws.
Definitely there.
But 3 fouls on 1 trip down the court. So it went from, 4 fouls on 1 possession down the court.
Dang.
For D-Rob's last dance. Want to avoid some of those fouls. First free throw of the game missed for PSE. Second one up,
free throw is good. Great. Now we have about 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first half here. All right. Noah's back in the game, dribbling the ball up, trying to corral, trying to get something done.
Logo 3. Oh my goodness. Way downtown.
This kid is nuts.
I mean, that's just a long one. Drive inside. Floater is good. Nice shot there by number 3, Michael Berry.
Man, Ben, if they can shoot this well, if D-Rock can shoot as well, I don't know if anybody can stop him there. But 7-point game here. Ball is stripped away by PSE. Looking to go fast, looking to push it fast. Number 7 feeds it inside, gets a nice post touch. Nice height here, able to make things look different. Turnaround jumpers off. Dribbled off the foot, though, and finally D-Rob's able to corral that ball.
Driving it up is Noah. He's feeling the hot hand, is fouled. Not able to get the 3 ball to go, but he'll shoot three free throws. Coach is upset for PSE. That looked like a pretty clear foul, though. Did not give him any space to land. Just was a little scared he was going to make it. But not something you want to do is give a great shooter 3 shots.
Definitely. We'll see if he's able to convert here with all 3 free throws. Noah's been really successful shooting from deep.
Yeah, Noah so far, 15 of the team's 17 points.
So that about checks out right there.
I mean, just William Fetzko, the only other player with any points for D-Rob. Good to see some other players maybe step up a little bit. He's just been the Noah show so far. Other players have gotten some looks, though. Just haven't been able to knock him down.
Definitely, yeah, Ben. And I think that, I mean, Noah's not a selfish player. He definitely has assisted on a lot of other points, especially last night. But tonight it looks like he's just needing to take this game into his own hands, especially if PC's not able to stop him yet.
Definitely. He knocks down all 3. So doing quite well. Meanwhile, on scoring PSE, they have 4 different players, all with multiple buckets. So definitely a little more spread out there. Corner 3. That's good. He getting hype is number 3, Michael Berry. Ball goes to Noah. Charles thought about the 3 and just gives it away. And it's sort of a possession like that where Noah's giving the ball up, looking for his teammate to make a play, and then an instant turnover.
Definitely. And that was just a dribble right into traffic. I mean, he didn't give his teammate enough time to spread out, and so he couldn't go anywhere with that. And so trying to keep his dribble alive, he wasn't able to. Wow. Great turnaround jumper there by number 3, Michael Berry. I mean, man, he was able to really get his defender going.
Up to 11 points for him. Charles thought about the 3. Won't do it. Go back up to Noah. He's guarded high. It's him versus Michael. Step back 3.
Oh.
Won't go, and not able to get the rebound inside.
Man, that was a beautiful step back, though. And, I mean, a rare miss there from Noah.
Yeah, he's made a couple of long shots. Fakes the 3 for Michael. Drives inside. Ball is blocked by Charles.
Great
hustling
defense there by D-Rob. I mean, way to make it so that they didn't foul. They just went straight up. There are 3 people there in that space as he took that shot. So great job making sure that there wasn't any space for that.
Inside to Maya, and she's fouled on the floor. That's the 15th foul for PSE. Again, it's college rules, so 7 fouls, they're getting 1 and 1, and 10 fouls, they're getting 2. Ball's looking to be inbounded, goes all the way up top. Thinking about what to do. Another turnover for D-Rob. Able to save it, though. Oh, not quite able to save it.
Wow, our official there, Daniel, able to make sure that call is fair. He's noticed and spotted that player put his hand down as he was trying to chuck that ball back, and so technically was out of bounds. Great job there by our officiating crew. I mean, really well, good eyes. Great hustle to get back in time to see that, too. Like, I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
Whoa.
air ball, unfortunate. Went up for the rebound was William Fetzko, and the ball just hit him in, looks like the face area, not able to catch it.
And definitely, sometimes those air balls can be the hardest rebounds they get because it just doesn't hit anything. It just doesn't bounce like you're expecting it to, and so it just kind of ricochets right off and into the out of bounds. Into the out of bounds? I don't know if that makes sense, but
ricochets out of bounds.
There it is.
What we're looking for.
Yeah.
Good ball movement for PSE, looking for an open shot, guarded by Noah. Inside.
Good post entry.
Gets it up, gets the bucket and the foul. Nice shot there by number 2, Mike O'Malley, and just got number 9, Nolan Fletcher, off his feet, crashing into him. Nolan has broken 80 on the golf course once. His words.
Is that good, Ben?
It's a one time is an accomplishment for sure. If it's only once, that's not necessarily the best. But you know, he's playing basketball right now, not playing basketball, not golf. So we'll see. His basketball game has certainly been looking quite nice.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I am not a golfer myself, so I cannot be in that club, I will say. And I've not done it once, nor have I done it any time. But looks like a tough finish. Will that count?
No. It's an
offensive
foul. Looks like referee Daniel making the call that he used his arm to push his defender back. The entire bench of PSU was asking for that call, and they're super stoked that they got it.
Definitely here. Number 2. Michael Malley bringing the ball up. Let's see what they're able to do with it, if they're able to spread this out a little bit more. Up to number 12 here. Robert McKee up to the top of the key. Looks like a travel. Yep, and will be called. You can't do that. Once you've left your feet, you have to either shoot the ball or pass the ball, and neither of those occurred. He tried to dribble it out. That is illegal, to say the least.
All the coaches complaining, referee Daniel letting him know that he's not going to take that from him. It was a pretty obvious call. Inside, not able to get the bucket, but gets fouled, is number 9, Nolan Fletcher.
We'll be going to the line to shoot 2. Hopefully, we'll be able to add some points to the stat board other than just Noah at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, 17 and 19 points and a 12-point lead for PSE. What do you think D-Rob needs to get this down to before halftime?
I think D-Rob needs and should aim to get this into at least an 8-point game. I mean, if they can make this free throw and then get a quick 2 or a 3 out of the gate, I think they definitely will be able to be in a good contention, a good spot in this next half. But both free throws missed there for number 9. Not the outcome they were hoping for.
Big 3, that's long. Air ball, maybe a pass to
that's what we'll call it.
Big fake. That one won't go either, but a good board. Just nice job there by Rob the Key McKee. Just got to be boxed out a little better there. You can't give him a bunch of second chance points like that. Noah swings it all the way around.
Brings it back. Deep 3 from Noah again.
Oh, not able to go. And just no one inside to get his rebound there.
Shot is from outside, rings around, and it does not successfully go down. Looks like they're going to start holding off for the last shot of the half.
Yeah, I know. Thinking about getting that last shot of the half, 33-19 in favor of PSC. We'll see what they do here. 20 seconds left. Gotta have a feeling Noah's going to be shooting this ball.
Definitely here. We got 15 seconds trying to get his isolated play. Dribbles it off his foot. That's a rare mistake on that. Noah reached across, no call there. Cross-court pass. Noah goes up for the basket and one. Will be shooting one, even though the halftime has come to a close. He will shoot it unabated, and all teams will be invited to go back to their bench as he shoots his one free throw, trying to make it for that 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Big swing there. Went from sort of Noah looking for his last shot, turnover, nightmare scenario, lead possibly even extending to beyond what it was. But able to win the ball back. 33-22, 11-point deficit. Talon, we've seen a couple. I think we saw an 11-point deficit in the last game at half. Maybe it was a little more. But what does D-Rob's Last Dance need to do to get back in it besides just give Noah the ball a ton and let him do what he needs to?
Definitely. I think, one of the things that they really need to do is they need to make sure they box out. They don't allow for those paint touches anymore for PSE. PSE is able to get down low, and that's what they're scoring most of their points. They're getting offensive boards. They're getting defensive boards and stuff. But their main impact is that they're just not fronting. They need to front, get on top of that person there, keep that ball out of that paint, allow PSE to shoot from the outside because they haven't been shooting very well much this first half. So, but then again, on PSE's side of things, they need to be defensively sound. I mean, really stop Noah. He's the only guy who's doing anything really on D-Rob. And so if they can lock him down, I think that they can really get this secured and in the bag.
Definitely agree with all that. We'll be back with the second half of the Co-Rec Championships here in a couple minutes, live from the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor. We'll be back after a quick break. Good evening and welcome back to the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor for the Co-Rec Championship. We're down to our last half of basketball in the intramural season between PSC in blue and D-Rob's Last Dance in maize. Teams are taking the court, fans are cheering. Talon, PSC with an 11-point lead. What do they need to do to close it out?
Well, in all honesty, Ben, they just need to score more points than the other team. But they're already up, and so actually, technically, they don't even need to do that. But they just got to keep doing exactly what they're doing. Spread the ball, get those good offensive looks. I mean, they're definitely playing really, really well so far today.
Yeah, look for Robert McKee, number 12, and number 3, Michael Berry. They're at 9 and 11 points, respectively. But much better passing the ball around as opposed to D-Rob's Last Dance. It's been the Noah show. He's number 5 in maize, and he has 20 of their 22 points.
Definitely. There, PSC going up strong. Lost the ball on the way up. Kicked way out. Foul on number 3, Mason Fisher for D-Rob. Will be PSC's ball on the baseline.
Here the fans chanting, "You can't do that." Love to have involved fans here for the Intramural Co-Rec Championship. And now one thing, you'll see the clock keeps running. We will have a running clock until 2 minutes left in the half. Inside, he's fouled is number 6, I believe. Fouls number 6, Owen Godley. But we have a running clock until 2 minutes left, provided the game is within 10 points.
Definitely here. And I mean, so far, our free throws have been good. Let's see if he's able to continue with this. I had to say something.
Had to say something. Still, doing decently well from free throw. We saw teams shooting really bad yesterday. Fans now trying to be distracting with some noise here in the background.
I like his shoes.
I do like the shoes as well.
That's my
that
pink.
one will go.
There you go. Made the calibration, made the adjustments, made that one go in.
You got to wonder, so we see on D-Rob, they have a bunch of players on their bench. They have one, Noah, big three, won't go, and not able to track the rebound down. But we see one open spot on the bench for a Duncan Robinson jersey for D-Rob. That's the team is named in honor of Duncan Robinson. We talked about them pregame about how he's been involved in just this whole team and everything as an and one. Good drive inside. Gets the bucket to fall. Number 12, Robert McKee.
And that is 2 quick fouls there on Mason Fisher, number 3 for D-Rob. That is something that, I mean, he's got to get that under control right there.
Yeah, and just a difficult start. Sorry, that bucket was by number 2, Michael Malley. Difficult start here for D-Rob's Last Dance, giving up a couple points and not able to get anything the other way. Noah pass inside to Maya. She makes a couple good moves and finds a bucket. First points of the game for Maya, and honestly, I think that's the first points in 15 minutes for anyone not named Noah. Long pass taken away. D-Rob getting a load of momentum. Fans are getting into it. We'll see if they can turn that into points right now. Maya looking to post up. Big three, in and out. Oh, my goodness. Hear the groan from the crowd as number 3, Mason Fisher, not able to get that bucket to fall.
That could have been electric there, Ben. Bummer that didn't go down, but hey, let's see if they're able to do something here, make it happen. Good defense there by D-Rob, making that turnover come through. Great pass out to Maya, who's trying to find something in it.
No look pass. I don't think Maya was ready. That ball gets stolen away.
Noah there trying to harass number 2, Michael Malley there. Turned around the corner, left a little short out there. Fouled hard there by number 3. Again, Mason Fisher, that is his 3rd foul in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and he'll take a break. Charles Mack is going to come in for him. Again, they get the first miss, and they're not able to get the rebound. We've seen a lot of second chance points for PSC, and this first one misses, but 4 team fouls already, and just, you really got to make sure you box out, get those boards on a team, especially when you're down by 12.
Definitely, Ben, and that's been something that, I mean, hey, like there is a little bit more height there on PSC, but height doesn't mean everything. If D-Rob's able to get those positions, get underneath everybody and push and box out, they'll be able to make some good plays there. And a great basket move there by number 8.
Really good shot there by Charlie Menser. Wants to shout out his roommate's cat named Blue, so meow meow. Shout out to the kitty. 2 ball.
Whoa.
Air ball and steps out of bounds on the save.
Great attempt and a great pass, great vision there. Wish that he could have that one back and just get his foot a little bit closer on the inside.
Yeah, fans calling for VAR, not happening. Charles looking to pass it inside to Maya. She's going to go to work down low. She gets it up. No foul called. Charles gets the rebound. He puts it up and knocks it down. Looking for a foul called as well, but a really great bucket there. First points for him on the night. Again, so far Noah scoreless in the second half, but almost forces a turnover.
Great hands by Noah there. Almost enough to get that turnover, but, I mean, number 12, Robert McKee able to make sure that feels good. Stepped on the baseline, another turnover. Ben, what is happening?
Oh my God, it's just stifling defense by D-Rob's last dance. They've cut the lead down to 8. Charles looking to inbound. This has been, first couple minutes were a little shaky, but if they can get another couple of points and get another stops, Charles looking, kind of looks like they're letting Noah sit in the corner, draw out one of their better defenders, play 4-on-4, but you know Noah can hit this logo 3 if he wants. He's not going to take it. Going to drive inside. Layup off the glass. Won't go. Take the shot. Gets the and one. Oh, my goodness. He got robbed the key. McKee in the air. Got the jump shot up and in. Really good, tough finish. Scoop layup by Noah. That's his 25th point. See if he can, 24th point. See if he can get to 25. Oh, sorry, 22. See if he gets to 23. Again, scoring 2/3 of his team's points. Over that, actually. 23 of 31. Just fantastic.
This is an insane performance here by Noah. Being able to put together anything both on the offensive and on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, hey, he's really helping and carrying his team on this next trajectory, but hopefully he can get some help from his friends.
Shot won't go, but another offensive rebound.
A lot of contact there on that shot, but able to secure that board again. Looks like D-Rob's finally able to get that board. Refs letting him play a little bit here, but definitely calling it fair on both sides as it gets up, down. Little bit of a kind of out of control layup there. Wasn't able to go for PSC. Chucking it down the baseline and left a little short there.
Foul is called on number 4 of Blue on the push. There was 2 number 4s there, but foul call on number Blue. Coaches for PSC a little upset that some of the calls under the basket weren't going their way. Refs thought they got a lot of ball. Charles slowing it down. You see Noah kind of just lurking in the corner. He'll get the ball off the screen, fake, looking to drive, crossover, move, gets another screen, but gets shut down, looking to tie it up, kicks it out though, able to avoid the jump ball. Ball inside to Charles. He'll be looking to pass against a much bigger. Oh my goodness. Scrappy play and able to get the bucket. Ball's just kind of bouncing around, but number 8, Charlie Metzer, finally able to knock it in. Charles calling for a sub. He looks tired.
Yes, I mean, especially after all the effort. He was hitting the ground hard. Timeout here by PSE. I mean, D-Rob has cut it into a 3-point game. You can hear it from the crowd. This has become an amazing, amazing game, Ben. What was the changing factors? What has happened here that now that D-Rob is finally locked in?
Well, they've shut Noah down pretty well. Only 3 points so far in the first 8 minutes. But everyone else has stepped up. We've seen a lot of good buckets, good, tough inside finishes. We haven't seen a lot of threes, and I like that. I think D-Rob knows, hey, we're not a 3-point team. We want to get inside. Let's get to work, get shots up under the basket, and they've been able to rebound a little bit better. We've seen some offensive boards for PSC, but they've been able to play good defense and kind of force them into tough shots and a lot of turnovers. We've seen a lot of turnovers, and then like that last possession that D-Rob had, it was just heart and hustle. Just scrambling on the ball, kicking it out, rolling around. Just great defense, but just more heart and hustle in that specific possession to get the ball back. Talon, what do you think PSC is talking about right now in this timeout to sort of reset?
I think PSC is just saying, calm it down, guys. They're doing way too much. I mean, they're trying to make passes. They're turning it over way too much at this point in time. They just need to hold the ball for a second, let them get into their sets, and get back to that normal rhythm that they were feeling just a little bit ago. I mean, things have really changed the tide, and they need to now stop the bleeding as much as they can before D-Rob's able to get any closer than they already have gotten.
We see a pretty much en masse substitution. I think the entire team switches out for PSC.
Wow.
that's one I'm a little surprised they're taking out. Robert McKee, Michael Malley, and Michael Berry, those guys have most of their points, a combined 29 of 36. But you hear the fans getting loud, sort of to try to get their team back into it. Maybe the coach is thinking, hey, let's get some fresh blood out there. They're not going to be stressed out. They're going to be able to reset.
Definitely.
So Michael Berry is out there. Going with maybe a little small ball. Shot won't go high off the glass. Rebound tracked down, though, by number 7, Nicolas. Ball goes inside. He fakes the shot, drives inside, and is fouled.
Number 6 with a block there for D-Rob. Taylor Daniels, a lot of bodies hit the floor there. Glad that everyone's feeling okay.
Yeah, good swat away there by, I think that was number 7, William Fetzko. Foul was not on him. It was a block call underneath the basket. She's upset with the call, but a good call by officials, and the first free throw is missed. Cheering section slightly larger for D-Rob, but both teams have a good amount of fans. However, on the feet is the entirety of the PSC cheering section. So back to a 2-possession lead.
The first point in a minute here for PSC. They really needed that. Hope maybe that'll be the start of something different, though Noah is not going to take that if he has anything to say about it.
He's dangerous with the ball in his hands. He passes it inside to Maya. We've seen her get down low. She is fouled. Foul is called on number
6, it looks like.
I don't think there's a number 6 in blue on the court, so
Wait,
I'm not quite
I
sure.
think he is, yeah. Owen Godley's there.
Ah.
Yeah.
There we go, yeah.
Yep.
Foul's called on number 6. So Maya, shooting 2. And that one will fall.
Man, Ben, I know we need to get either white numbers on these blue jerseys or something else, because it's really hard to see those numbers, I will say.
Well, it's difficult to see when he has a white shirt with a lot of text underneath it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Checking in, that one's short. Rebound, long, able to get it back to tie the game from 3. It's good! Tied, we have a brand new ball game. 12 minutes left. The 3 for Jonathan Fay. His first attempt from 3 of the night. D-Rob only 3 for 12 from 3, but their fans are getting loud. We have a brand new game. To answer, the 3 won't go. Rebound, D-Rob looking for their first lead, I think, of the game. Goes outside, turns it over. Oh,
That's a
no.
crucial turnover that they could not have afforded right there. I mean, hey, they had all the momentum on their side. PSC, though, is just glad that they're able to just stop this moment at this time right here. Let them get set. Rob the key McKee is back in. Let's see if he's able to do what he's been doing great this entire game so far.
A little bit of the bigger players also in number 6, Owen Godley, looking to get inside. Rob the key has been able to get a lot of offensive rebounds.
Dylan up at the top, trying to run traffic there. Number 6, turning around, unseen.
Poked away. Good help defense there by D-Rob. They're slow moving up the court. Tie game. Next basket's big. Couple players looking to check in for D-Rob right now.
Trying to enter it down into Maya. Number 1, she's doing some great job at getting position there. Great standing block there by number 6, though.
Yeah, in to help. He's going to drive inside, lean in, get the bucket. 2-point lead now. Inbounded. I got to think this is where Noah might just say, hey, give me the ball. Let me show you guys what I can do. He won the championship last night as well. Step back 3. Oh, just long, just to the right, not able to get it to go. He started off really hot from 3, but he's been a little cold. Then 2 for 7 on the day. I think he started out 2 for 3.
Man, Dylan George, though, made a great box-out play down there to make sure that her team was able to secure that rebound. Ball's coming back up for PSC, though. Let's see what they're able to do with it.
Maya's been working hard down low, but she's just been well shut out. Another drive inside.
Great blow-by.
Yeah. Noah looking to push the pace. He's coming up. Eyes up the whole way. Ball in, drive inside. Gets the bucket to answer.
Wow.
Just
back
offensive.
And forth we go.
Jonathan Fay, that's his first point in the paint of the night.
Looking to calls off the screen.
Charles
Looking to call it back,
yelling.
though.
Noah
drives the other way. That's a very odd way to call for the screen, but then not use it.
Yeah, I think he was looking to see if he could blow by Noah. Not able to do so. From the free throw line, no, and no one there except for Maya to grab the rebound. Noah going to bring it up the court slowly.
I don't know if I like this. I think that they should keep pushing, keep going fast. I mean, it's been working for them so far this game. Let's see if Noah's able to turn up the pace. Looks like he's able to do that. Gets it around. Left it short, though. PSC wanting to now do it. Now in a foot race out.
Foul is called.
Foul's on yellow number 11, Jonathan Fay. I believe that's his third, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, on the block. Fourth foul.
Oh.
So he's got to be careful now. Might be watching the rest of this game. He's really the only player in foul trouble. However, both Michaels and Dylan for PSC have 3 fouls. So maybe look to see if D-Rob can sort of attack those players and make them watch the rest of the game from the sideline.
Definitely. Looks like number 11 there, Jonathan Fay, is getting out of the game. He will be saving that last foul here. We do have 8 minutes left in the game, but this could be lasting a lot longer than we think it has in the past.
Second one goes up, back up 43-39 for PSC. A little bit of, they've built up a little bit of that lead after seeing it tied again, but we'll see what Charles can do here. Charles is the team captain for D-Rob. He's been doing a lot of it. Noah moving around, looking to kind of go one-on-one. Kicks it back out. 3, that's,
whoa,
well, not good. Charles able to get the rebound, though. Air ball to the offense. Kick it, swing it all the way around, down to Noah.
Man, Robert the Key McKee is definitely putting his clamps on Noah. Passes him off, though. Noah calling the ball out, trying to see if he can do something with it. Foul.
And that's the 4th for Michael Berry.
Whoa.
Not a foul you want to take way away from the basket. And being replaced by Michael Malley.
That now gives us the next foul will send D-Rob to the free throw line. They will be in the bonus now, shooting a 1-and-1.
Charles driving inside, not really sure what he's going there. Maybe hoping for a foul, but just good, solid defense and a great bucket there by Connor.
Great speed, way to get out ahead of the group and make sure that he's able to make that basket there.
Not Connor, Owen. Charles passing it around, steps out of bounds.
Dylan George checking back in for PSE, as long with several others from D-Rob as well. Unfortunate turnover there, but PSE is glad to have that happen.
Yeah, some players arguing that she didn't step out of bounds. I mean, it's pretty obvious if they stepped out of bounds or not. Ref has a great view of it. But that's that three-point line being a little further away. Players judging where they are on the court by the three-point line, not realizing that negative step as just another blow-by for number 2, Michael Malley. And we've seen this lead balloon back up to 8, just stagnant offense for D-Rob. Deep 3 by Noah, looking to get him going, way off. Charlie looking for hitting the ground again. He's been on the ground under that basket a lot.
Definitely, yeah, and rolling into almost taking someone's ankle out. A lot of bodies hit the floor. Foul will be officially called on yellow 9. Or sorry,
on the block.
Yes, yellow 9.
Yeah, he doesn't love that call. Nolan Fletcher, his second.
Sending number 2, Michael Malley, to the line. First free throw is good. Lead back up to 9.
Yeah, this game was tied 7 minutes ago, and it's just been all PSE since. And it's really just because no offense.
No offense.
D-Rob. They just haven't, shots haven't even really hit the rim. It's just kind of been a couple of long threes by Noah, but just not great. Just kind of, as he knocks down both, we now have a 10-point game. Look to see what D-Rob can do to get a couple of baskets. Step back 3, that's off.
Well short there from number 2.
I'd like to see them maybe stop taking the threes. 3 from 16, 2 of them from Noah, who's 2 for 9 now. Just a lot of threes and hasn't been able to make really many of them at all.
Definitely. And especially with how well they were playing earlier in the paint and trying to get out and tempo. That looked close to a double dribble, but looks like she was able to just make sure that only one of her hands touched the ball at a time. Errant pass.
Tipped away. Ball will stay down here.
Looks to be a lot of confusion here as to who tipped the ball and what, but it will stay with PSE. 4 minutes left in this game, Ben. Ooh.
Hard foul by number 8, Charles Menser. I think he's a little upset he got beat that easily. Just swim move, timeout by D-Rob. They're down 10. It was tied at 37 all with 12 minutes left. Since then, only 2 points as opposed to 12 for PSC. Talon, what do they need? What does D-Rob need to do in these last 4 minutes?
D-Rob just needs to speed it back up again. I know I said that, like, let's slow it down. Let's make sure that they get in some of those sets, at least for PSE. But, man, doing that from PSE has caused D-Rob to get into this sort of funk. They really need to get back to that fast-paced offense, get that momentum that they had beforehand, because that's when they were able to really get PSE on their heels and just kind of push through them and get it to that tied game.
Yeah, it's definitely been a tough game for D-Rob in the second half. They had a really good couple of minutes there on offense, and it's just been very stagnant. And part of it is just Noah's been shut down a little bit. He had 20 in the first half, only 3 in the second half, and a couple points from some of the other players, but just not that many, as opposed to you look at PSC, Mike O'Malley, 13, Michael Berry, 15, Robert McKee, 9, Owen Godley, 7, just a much more even spread of players, all with a lot of points. Dylan George has 4, and it's just a lot easier to score when you have a lot more options, and especially that size down low, just not as much size for D-Rob underneath the basket.
But saying about that too, though, Maya Mileski, she needs to touch the ball. She has been doing really good work in the paint. Let her isolate. Let her use her size, especially against this much smaller defenders of PSE when she's been down there. And so I think that expect her to get the ball here really soon.
Yeah, I think I want to see her post up and get quick shots up. I don't want her to be posting up, and it looks like she's gotten in trouble because she tries to dribble, and then help can arrive. It just needs to go quickly, and she needs to turn and get that ball up towards the basket.
Definitely, Ben, and that's going to be something crucial if they want to get back in here now, as the lead has gone to 11 here for PSE. Michael Malley back at the free throw line, makes both of his free throws. Great job with that. Now, D-Rob looking to answer. Tries to dribble through. Kickball will stay here with D-Rob.
Not a foul, just a kickball.
Charlie Mack will check back in here.
He will not check back in.
Never mind.
One thing to note, D-Rob in the bonus. Oh, no, sorry. D-Rob
is in the bonus. Yeah. Trying to get through. Shot is up and good. They're finally an answer for PSE's last 11 points.
Yeah, nice bucket there by Charles. He had the foul the other way, but now still a 10-point game. Since it's 10 points or less, the clock will stop inside of 2 minutes. Ooh. Foul is called there on the floor. I think that's going to be on, not sure who that's on.
PSE going to the line, so 1-1 now.
So I guess it was, my apologies, it was PSE in the bonus, not D-Rob. First shot is up.
And good.
So 2:46, we see the clock still running. 11-point game. Got to see a couple quick points and a couple stops from D-Rob here. Second free throw. No good. Oh, my goodness. Every single time I've seen number 12, Robert McKee, he does a spin move and goes for that specific rebound right there. And he was able to get it that time.
Getting easy points. Kicking the ball back up to the top. Here, driven pass, reach around foul, though, by Blue 2.
If we're thinking about it, since the clock doesn't stop, not a bad foul to take if you're PSC.
Yeah, just don't let them get the chance to even get back into this game.
Exactly. Slow it down a little bit. Burned 10 seconds off the clock. Force it inbound. Ball is inbounded correctly. Nice drive inside and a smooth lay by Jonathan, and great job by Maya there to prevent the help from getting there.
Definitely. Great way to just down screen that, get her player out of there. PSE now struggling to get across the line. Getting trapped in the lower point.
might see an adjustment on the clock. The ref called it out of bounds. I think the whistle slipped out of his mouth as he called it. Clock's not going to stop because it's over an 11-point game. Ball comes in.
Pass way back, but not a bad choice. Noah looking to foul.
No
call.
Just not able to get the steal. 11-point game.
PSE trying to just hold the ball, trying just to kill as much clock as he can.
Yeah, no shot clock. Surprised to not see PSE foul, D-Rob foul. Under a minute left to go. They're just looking to pass it around. You hear the coach calling for them to foul. They're not fouling.
Number 11, Jonathan Fay can't foul, otherwise he'd be fouled out of the game. Number 3 finally fouled. However, that does not stop the clock.
Yeah.
If they wanted to have done that, they needed to have done that significantly earlier here.
Sort of an interesting play. Might not have mattered too much. 11-point game with a minute and a half left. Difficult to come back from. First of the free throws will be for number 2, Mike O'Malley. He makes the first.
He has been great from the free throw line tonight.
He's been great. Both teams have been pretty good. 12 for 20, that's pretty good, and 8 for 11. 7 for 7 for Noah on D-Rob's last dance. 15 seconds left. Second free throw's good. So we have a 13-point lead. Feels like it's a little bit of the end. Noah looking to maybe get a point or two more. Drive inside for Maya. She's fouled. Game will end, however, with a win for PSE. A fantastic performance from start to finish for the team. Got a little shaky. Game got tied, but they took a well-timed timeout by their coaches and then just rolled for the rest of the game from then. Just really played quite well. Finished off their season undefeated, 7-0. Just a fantastic team effort all around.
Definitely, Ben. And I think that one of the biggest things that, kudos to PSE's coaching staff, being able to realize when D-Rob was on a massive run. The momentum swing had swung so much over towards them that being able to call that, get their team, get their puppies back organized was significantly good for them, and they were able to pull out and then get back that lead that they had lost.
Exactly, yeah. They ended up winning by a comfortable 56-43. Almost hard to believe that 12 minutes left in the game. It was tied 37-all. Just the offense, offense slowed down a little bit.
Hey, Rob the Key McKee says that he loves you. Shout out him on that part right there. Great playing right there from a true champ right there.
Yeah, great game from all the players. Unfortunately, not quite the storybook ending for D-Rob's last dance. I'm sure Duncan Robinson still proud of the effort, though, that team showed. They worked really hard. I see looks like a little bit of some teary eyes in their huddle over there. But tears of joy for PSE. Just a fantastic start to finish. Good effort. They're getting the championship shirts right now. Congratulations to them. Hugs to the coaches. Really good talent. What do you have to say about that last game and the last half of basketball here for Intramurals?
Man, it's sad to see it come to a close, but it's great for PSE. Congratulations to them. They played their hearts out. They played their minds out. It was close. That game got interesting, got really, really close. Shout out to D-Rob for really pushing back on that. But PSE just in the end outplayed them and played really, really well. Shout out to them.
Yeah, you hear them chanting and cheering again. Just a fantastic play. We'll be back hopefully with a player interview from the championship-winning PSE in a couple of minutes, live from the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor. Thank you for watching the basketball. Stay tuned for a player interview in a bit, but live from Crisler Center in Ann Arbor, home of the national champion Michigan Wolverines. We'll be back after a quick break. Good evening. Welcome back to the Crisler Center in Ann Arbor. I'm with our most recent champion, Rob. Rob, you had a fantastic game out there today. What was the key to, what was your game plan going into the game, and what were you able to execute well?
Yeah, for myself, I really pride myself on my defense. You know, we came out here knowing we had some really good players. I mean, number 5 on their team, fantastic shooter. So I kind of committed myself to the defensive side of the ball. Knew we were going to have to get quick rotations as well, longer court that we're not used to playing on. So we were getting guys in and out quickly, and everyone stepped up from top to bottom. I mean, everyone's the last player on the bench got minutes because we needed that rest, like I mentioned. And I'm just glad we were able to hold their best scorer to a lower figure he had in earlier rounds and get the W.
Yeah, he had 23 points, but you guys played lockdown defense on really everyone. I also noticed you had a big presence on the glass. What's sort of your defensive rebounding philosophy to like really be big on the glass, both offensively and defensively?
I mean, I was shouting this in the huddle a lot. It's just like you got to get your butt into a guy when the ball goes up in the air. It doesn't matter if, you know, you see the ball or not. You just got to hold someone back so someone else can get the rebound. Again, defensive rebounding is my thing, so that's what I did in high school. That's what I do here, and happy to be able to contribute in that way.
What does it mean to be able to put on an intramural championship? You'll be the last team this year to win an intramural championship. What does it mean to put that shirt on?
It means a lot. It means a lot to, you know, represent my team. Pi Sigma Epsilon is the business fraternity here that we're playing for. I'm the lone senior that played on the team, so this is the last time I get to suit up and play for all of, you know, my fraternity brothers, PSE brothers. So very happy to represent, and it means everything. You know, last organized basketball game of my career, and for probably many others as well. So it means a lot. I'm a competitor, and it means a lot to put this on.
Well, Rob, thank you very much for agreeing to this interview. I know your team wants to take a lot of photos. Thank you very much. Congratulations as well.
Appreciate it.
Have a great rest of your
Mom,
rest of your
Dad,
night.
I love you. Thanks for watching. And for anyone else out there, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Appreciate it. That was awesome.
Yeah, of course. Well, folks, as we wrap up our last broadcast, I just have a couple things I want to say. This is the last. This is my last time in this chair on the broadcast booth. I joined Intramural Sports my sophomore year. I've had 4 years as part of this community. I joined because I played on several intramural teams my freshman year, and I wanted to be a part of creating that great experience I had for others. I've made many friends throughout this work, like Talon, who is my co-host for this game, and it's allowed me to experience some things I never thought would be possible, like being here broadcasting from Crisler Arena, the home of the national champion Michigan Wolverines. I want to truly express my gratitude for the entirety of Michigan recreation. My freshman year, I played sand volleyball 30 days straight at the North Campus Beach Volleyball Court. The weather turned bad at the end of September, and I moved indoors to the NCRB. It was during those times I made more lifelong friendships. I've been playing NCRB volleyball, NCRB Warrior as they call it, for the rest of my time here at college. I want to tell people, first time when I went to those courts, I was intimidated. I felt out of place. I wasn't very good at volleyball, and I was a stranger. But a lot of wonderful people there welcomed anyone else looking to play, took me under their wing, and taught me how to play volleyball. I hope everyone who ever tries to pick up a new hobby is able to be welcomed by someone as kind as someone I know as Prince and the wonderful folks of the Pizza Calzone group chat, which is now unfortunately defunct, but was a great time. These people embody the spirit of what it means to be a part of the Michigan community. Open, welcoming, anyone in them. If I thanked everyone here who made my time special, we'd be here all night. But I want to highlight the efforts of Kevin. He's the man working behind the scenes to make these broadcasts possible. And he's scrambled a lot. Every time it seems we try to set up this broadcast, something new goes wrong. But he's worked doggedly to bring these broadcasts off. I'd like to thank Brian, the Intramural Sports Program Manager, for all he has done to help develop the professional skills of everyone employed at Intramural Sports. He's done an immense amount of work to bring this program back after the COVID-19 pandemic, pretty much wiped intramural seasons off the map, and it's a testament to his efforts that the signups for teams fill up almost immediately every time they go live. As we end our intramural season here in winter 2026, I will be ending my time here as a student at Michigan. In 2 weeks' time, I will have graduated with a master's from this university. Never in my wildest dreams will these past 5 years have been as good as the ones I've experienced. I've witnessed a football national championship, a basketball national championship, and I've made so many good friends in the classroom and had so many cool experiences in the classroom, like working with the Air Force, designing jet engines, or this upcoming week, I'll be touring the DTW airport facility. I've learned so much both in and out of the classroom in life, and I hope I can only hope that I've left everything I touched in a better state than I found it. To my family, thank you for your support and love, even though I've gone across the country for college. As I sign off for the last time as a student, I have one thing to say. Go Blue, forever and always. I'm here with Brooke Woodrum, another senior. She's been on this staff for longer than I have. We've been coordinators for 3 years together. Brooke, what are some of the emotions you're feeling as you end your intramural season?
I mean, it's beautiful to get to end it here at Crisler. We've had so many great memories here, and to be able to bring the intramural program to such a lovely facility is fantastic. Hard to believe that, you know, my 4.5, almost 5 years at the program are about up, but I still got the summer left, so I'll be playing some beach volleyball, working a little bit.
Yeah, I know. You've been playing a ton of intramural sports. I know you've done a lot of work with basketball players. I know you've done a lot of work with people's mental health. What do you think are some things that being active can help with mental health, and just what are some ways that intramural sports has helped you and people you know in their lives?
Yeah, I mean, like, physical activity and exercise is obviously a great chemical release for your brain, so there's some real science behind that and the mental health aspect. But I think for intramural specifically, getting to socialize and like build connections with your team is a big thing. A couple years ago, when my co-rec basketball team won the championship here at Crisler, we said we won with the power of friendship, and I think that really reached true to what intramurals is all about. And I think getting to do such a great thing with people you love is what makes intramurals so special.
Yeah, it's really cool to be able to compete on teams with people you get to decide who's on your team. Not often in life, usually there's some coach telling you what to do, everything going on. You get to college and you're able to just choose, hey, you know what, I want to be on a team with my friends, and we're going to play a sport officiated by some of the best officials in the business.
Oh, yeah.
People who really love working here. I've had a great time working here all my years at Michigan Recreation. It's tough to say that we're almost done.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. It's been quite a run for us, for sure.
Yes, the coordinators who've been here for quite a long time. Well, Brooke, is there anyone special you want to shout out as we're live on the broadcast?
I mean, you already know I got to shout out Brian Walker, name the basketball team after him. He has been a legend. Shout out to him in my hour-and-a-half-long interview to be a volleyball ref that started this whole thing.
Hour and a half long?
Oh, yeah, one-on-one. That doesn't happen anymore like that, people. Yeah, we walked around the volleyball court. He pointed out every single line to me because I'd never reffed volleyball in my life. So it was a big learning experience, to say the least. But got to give my kudos to him for sure. Also got to give a shout-out to Jenna, best friend that I met through this program, and a shout-out to Lance. For being one of the best supervisors this program has seen, and for letting me stay in his apartment for the Rose Bowl.
Oh my goodness, what a nice guy. I think we also, someone else to shout out, Jalen Campbell. My first ever shift, I remember as a supervisor, I didn't know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I didn't know what was going on. He helped walk me through it down at the old El Bell Field, which is now a new dorm coming online. Yeah. But Jalen Campbell, if you're watching, which I'm sure you are, I know you were watching last night.
Legend.
Shout out to you, and honestly, shout out to everyone I've worked with. So many good, every person I've worked with here has been really a fantastic person and great friend. It's kind of surreal to be ending this for the last time. It doesn't seem like it'll be over, but it's kind of crazy. We'll have 2 weeks left. I got to say, I think the basketball court's calling my name. We have a little bit of time as intramurals to play some basketball. So we'll sign off. We'll go do that. But, Brooke, it's been an honor working with you.
You as well.
It's everyone watching. Thank you for watching very much. It's been an honor of mine to be able to do these broadcasts. I've done these broadcasts 3 years now. I called your championship-winning game a couple years ago, if you ever watched those YouTube highlights.
Oh, yeah.
But it's been an honor doing all these broadcasts. Thank you all so much for listening to my voice as I sign off for the final time. Go Blue.